This is Behind His Eyes, a Casey Faith Suspense Thriller, Book 1. Written by Rylie Dark. Read by Olivia. Prologue. No, I'm not coming back to the hotel now. Teeth gritted, bare feet stamping down on the sandy soil, Sophia Madison marched along the beach, her phone glued to her ear, with her high-heeled sandals swinging from her other hand and the breeze tugging at her dark, wavy hair. She barely noticed the rhythmic crashing of the waves that had seemed so soothing when she'd arrived. Her focus was all on the conversation she was having, or to be more accurate, the rapidly escalating argument. "You're being over-emotional," Duke told her in that deliberately calm voice that he used when things got heated. She didn't think he used that tone to damp down their arguments, but rather because he knew it would tip her over the edge completely and then he'd win by default. Over-emotional. If he'd been looking for a phrase that would make her even madder than she already was, that was it. Duke knew how to push her buttons, positioning himself as coolly reasonable and implying she was the irrational one. And of course, Duke usually got his way. "Don't forget that," Sophia told herself angrily. "It's manipulation, nothing more." "I'm being over-emotional? You're the one who picked a fight for no reason over dinner and started telling me that I was acting like an ice queen, and I should show you more affection." Conscious of the pitch of her voice, she glanced around. Nobody nearby. The beach was deserted, lit by the intermittent beam from the lighthouse. Cold sand scoured her feet as she approached the rocks. "I said that because you were being completely withdrawn and I found it hurtful," Duke countered. "I was not. There are times when I don't think it's appropriate to hold hands and cuddle you and kiss nonstop. And while we were sitting at the dinner table and listening to the maitre d' read out the specials, was one of those times." Gritting her teeth, she walked on. 2 months ago, when they'd first met, she'd thought he was the love of her life, and that this was the romance that she'd been waiting for all of her 23 years. Now she was starting to realize how manipulative Duke was. He might even be a narcissist, actually. It was all about him all the time. Her mother had always warned her to watch out for those men who love-bombed you one minute and then criticized you and tore you apart the next. She guessed the love-bombing phase was over, and now the criticism was digging in its claws. "I've told you before now that I'm an affectionate person," Duke said calmly. "I've never had a problem with you before now, and that's why I want to know why you behaved the way you did. Like you couldn't bear to touch me." She rolled her eyes, tossing her hair back in exasperation. The action allowed her to see the white shimmer of the breaking waves, the glow of the moon behind clouds, and the brighter gleam of the lighthouse on the rocky peninsula. She was all the way down at the lighthouse? She'd walked further than she'd thought. That lighthouse...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?